Today, we're diving into one of the biggest what-ifs in NBA history, Grant Hill. Specifically, the hot take that had injuries not derailed his career, he could have been a top 20 player of all time. It's a bold claim, and one that sparks a lot of debate, so let's get into it. Grant Hill, born in 1972, was a superstar from 1995 to 2000. He was a perennial all-star, making 1 All-NBA first team and 4 All-NBA second teams. Then came the devastating injuries, sidelining him for 4 straight seasons. But here's the thing, he wasn't done. He then had a remarkable second act, transforming into a magnificent role player throughout his 30s. Now, a common counter argument is that while his injuries were tragic, perhaps the all-time great narrative around him is a bit overblown. His 1997 season is often cited as his best, where he finished 3rd in MVP voting and win shares. However, in his other strong seasons, he never ranked higher than 8th in either category. Some argue that by 27, when many players hit their peak, he was seen as only about the 10th best player in the league, just making the All-NBA second team. This, they say, doesn't quite fit the picture of a potential all-time legend. Another point brought up is his playoff success, or rather, the lack thereof. Hill only made it out of the first round once in his entire career, and that was as a 37-year-old role player on the 2010 Phoenix Suns, where he was the 4th best player on the team. Critics will point to his performance in Game 5 of the 1997 first-round series against Atlanta. With the Pistons holding a big fourth-quarter lead, Hill shot a dismal 9-for-24 from the field and 3-for-6 from the free-throw line as the lead slipped away, and the Hawks won. For some, this showed a lack of it in clutch moments. But let's look at the other side of the coin. Grant Hill was an absolute stat sheet stuffer. He led the league in triple-doubles for 3 straight seasons from 1996 to 1998, with 10, 13, and 4 respectively. In his phenomenal 1997 season, he led the Pistons in all 5 major statistical categories: 21.4 points, 9.0 rebounds, 7.3 assists, 1.8 steals, and 0.6 blocks per game. Fans adored his all-around game. He came from Duke at the peak of their popularity and carried himself with a quiet dignity, a refreshing change from some of the more boisterous personalities of the 90s. It's worth remembering the context of those early Detroit Pistons teams. Hill was pretty much the entire show. He managed to get a 54-win season with a roster that included an aging Joe Dumars and a supporting cast often described as bench jockeys and players past their prime or not yet developed. Imagine a team built around Grant Hill, but with a bona fide second star. Consider this exclusive club. Only a handful of players have averaged 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists in their first 6 years in the NBA. That list includes Oscar Robertson, Jerry West, Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, Luka Doncic, LeBron James, Grant Hill. Being on a list with those names certainly doesn't scream overrated. The argument that he was overrated often comes from fan voting for the All-Star game, where he received more votes than anyone, even Michael Jordan, in his rookie and second seasons. But let's be real, fan votes are a popularity contest, not a definitive ranking of talent. Hill was incredibly likable, and let's not forget his father, Calvin Hill, a Yale star and Dallas Cowboy legend. Talent clearly ran in the family. The most compelling argument for Hill's unfulfilled potential lies in the impact of those injuries. He was making 5 straight All-NBA teams and was still only 27 years old when the major injury derailed his trajectory. Many believe that had he stayed healthy, his career timeline, especially his stint in Orlando, would have looked vastly different. While we can definitively say he would have been a top 20 player of all time, that's an incredibly exclusive list. His early career certainly showed the signs of someone destined for true greatness, a Hall of Famer who could have easily been one of the top players of his era. So, what do you think? Was Grant Hill truly on a path to being a top 20 player? Or is the what if narrative a little too generous? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more NBA discussions. See you next time.